Hey, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
I don't know what the fuck episode this is because I didn't check, and we're struggling with our chairs and the rug over here, so
It's okay.
don't mind us. Welcome back. For those of you that are new, we have a new subscriber this week.
Oh, yay.
I don't know, because, they have, handles.
Oh, yeah.
We can't see all the subscribers, only if it's made, public or something. So,
Oh.
Virginie something, I don't know. But so,
don't know.
welcome. If anyone's new, we have a lot of fucking swears, so there it is.
There it is.
If you're offended by it, please just turn us off and go away. Get your kids out of the room if you are watching. And Gladys and Gertrude are out here.
The rollers.
And it's a dismal, rainy day. I love a rainy night.
I don't.
I love her. So they're in their post Valentine's Day, whatever, and we're past Mardi Gras, and only one of them had a Mardi Gras outfit.
Oh, they got a donut
They have
and a coffee cup.
They each have a different one. She's like a waffle, like a heart waffle.
Oh.
It's hard for me to turn my head this way still. So they have very different size curlers and very different size coffee cups, but their donut and waffle are the same size. So go figure. Anyway, so lots going on with the Olympics.
Oh, lots.
We're behind, but there are some spoiler alerts here. So if you've not been watching, maybe turn us off now until you're done. So we're behind on the women's skating.
Okay.
Because we decided after last week that I don't like just watching the top 5. I want to see all
of it.
all the commentary, all the things they have to say about everybody, the warm-ups, I want all of it, right? And of course I want Johnny and Tara.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I watched it last night, and I'm pissed. Just throughout this whole Olympics, there's not a lot of Johnny Weir. I need more Johnny Weir.
So you have a little bit more of him during the day.
I need a little more.
We'll talk about this after the show because I got
Johnny.
a little bit of an explanation as to why he's not on. But
From who?
I'm not,
Him?
Because of our
I
cancel
got it.
culture right now. People don't want him on. Meanwhile,
I'm so distressed.
the reason why fucking Scott Hamilton isn't on is because his voice is like nails on a chalkboard. He has this awful fucking voice.
Ooh.
I can't stand to listen to him. So when he comes on, because they interview him later on, throughout whatever, I have to fast forward because listening to him makes me just want to punch the television screen.
Hey, Dorothy Hamill, speaking of alum.
She was there.
Dorothy Hamill, I had the Hamill hairdo.
It was bad.
I got it in 2nd grade, that wedge. But how many people, that was the thing in 1978. Everybody had the Dorothy Hamill do. You walk in, you say, I want the Dorothy Hamill, and everybody got that wedge in the back.
Thank God the ice skaters nowadays have
It was
better
not
hair.
flattering, but I almost didn't recognize her.
She's old.
Yeah, she didn't have any plastic surgery done, or maybe she did. I mean, she looks good, but she looks old. Her face is not as bright. She looked a little...
Oh, she's in the stands, and she's old.
How old is she? Is she in her 60s, 70s? I'm going to have to find this
kind
out.
of math, I don't know.
Dorothy Hamill.
So with this, so we're on women's skating. So women, the U.S. won over Canada the
Ice hockey.
The ice hockey yesterday. Meanwhile, I thought that Canada was then out. They were receiving a silver medal, Joe explained, but they looked so fucking forlorn. And then I had a full-on rage. Because I'm like, you just won the fucking silver medal.
Rager.
And you might as well just pack the fuck up, go home, you don't get a fucking silver. You just get gold. From now on, you're the Olympic champion, you get the gold. When you win the whole thing, go fuck yourself. Because they just were sorry if you're Canadian. It's not even it's not a Canadian thing. It's all these people, even though they're winning 2nd or 3rd place.
Are they sore losers?
Well, I guess so. Meanwhile, so I do know, I've been trying to stay off my phone. I have it silenced. Most of the time during the day.
I never have my phone on.
So we're recording the Olympics during the day this past week, and then we watch it at night. So there's a lot to cover, and we watch several of the sports.
Right.
So, Joe was watching hockey yesterday while I was making dinner, and then he went back to it because he recorded it, and I was reading because I came in and out. I don't love ice hockey. I don't mind watching it. Really, also, if they're not allowed to fight. So, what's I don't know that women fight anyway.
I think some of those.
Where have I been that I didn't know that women... that there's professional hockey leagues for women.
Oh, I did know that. I just don't see it. I don't think Philadelphia has one, or if they do, I'm completely out of it.
You know what else we don't see? The Paralympics, which I think start maybe next week. And then I had a little rage about that because why don't we get the same coverage for that?
Right. Well, I agree.
That.
It should be on, get the same coverage. I think it is on TV. I think it's on one of those.
It's not on NBC on prime time.
Obscure, and by obscure I mean not one of the top 3, ABC, NBC, CBS networks, the Winter Olympics are. Yeah, I think it's on something.
I want to watch it. I mean, first of all, they're athletes with some kind of disability. So, I mean, that's even more intriguing. I mean, they have more obstacles.
Right.
I can't wait to watch it.
I think the Paralympics, the disability is a physical disability.
Yes.
I don't think it's that's Special
No,
Olympics
Special
is
Olympics.
mental.
So
Speaking
I want to tune into that. I'm very intrigued to watch some of this. But again, I was pissed off because like why is there no coverage?
Right.
Also, Olympics. So I do know that you watched it. You know who won I only know who won the gold because it's all over my phone.
Yeah.
And I've tried to. Okay. So Amber Glenn. And so I don't know. You'll have to tell me if this is.
She's like 24 or 26.
She's 26. So here,
Wow,
Amber, listen to this.
Wow.
So this was on, and I don't know, again, like at nighttime, I don't know how much they cover of like,
Right.
or reiterate what's being said during the day. So she's the oldest since 1928. She's the oldest American skater since 1928.
Wow.
She's also the first openly queer skater.
I didn't know that.
Their word, not mine. The Q in LGBTQ
Right,
stands
that's
for
what-
queer.
that's-
But it used to have like a bad, like you said, it was not nice.
Bad connotation, but now it's part of the.
Right. So I also didn't know that. Her wife was there. Her wife.
I did
yes,
not know
her
that.
Wife was,
I didn't
her
see that.
girlfriend,
They
her
didn't
wife.
show that, or at least
So
the part I
during
was
the
watching.
day,
at
that's the
night.
kind of shit you're missing when you watch it during prime time, and they just show you what you want.
Right, because they got to squeeze everything in. Like
squeeze
they kept
everything.
going back to speed racing. Speed racing? I don't
fascinating.
understand
It's
it.
fascinating.
I don't understand it. Don't understand. And those like micro suit, that like speedo suit that's the
It's like
whole
a giant body condom.
Yeah.
Was it the Korean women that came in the other night and won during the relay?
I don't know. I didn't
They're
see
like
that.
they're like creepers, right? They're like holding back and they're saying this is like their signature move. They hold back and at the end they just fucking launch it and they won. Again, apparently they win all the time.
They do a Talladega Nights shake and bake kind of thing.
Did they really? Oh my
No,
God.
no, I mean like
Oh.
the fact that they're like hanging back and then
I
they
thought
go.
like they're like yelling shake and bake, maybe in Korean, which would be even better. So
No.
what? Hang on, there was other fascinating.
Wait, somebody else got engaged at the Olympics. This is like
One of the
one of the
skiers, I
skiers.
think.
Her wife was there. Well, her now fiance, but her soon-to-be wife. After she
I thought it was a hockey
finished-
player.
Oh yeah, no, it was a hockey player.
There was a hockey player.
That's right. And Breezy was engaged. Is now engaged to her boyfriend.
The skaters have a lot of fascinating names. I looked up Peekaboo, by the way.
Peekaboo. I love that name, Peekaboo.
Not spelled like one would say.
P-E-E-K.
It's Picabo. So
Right, because her parents had sense at least.
No. Roll that back. So her parents were, I forget the word they used. We're gonna go with free thinkers.
Yeah.
Like against like whatever.
They're bohemian.
Living out in Idaho, right?
Don't knock on Idaho.
I'm not they're living out like under a rock in Idaho.
Which
and
you
they
can do.
believed that their children should have their own say in their name and should be able to pick their name when ready. So they called her little girl or something, a little bit. They called her something to that effect until she was about 3. Then they were leaving the country and they had to have a name for her passport. The shit you find on Google. So
I love
they were
Google.
on the way to get the passports so they could leave the country. And there was a sign on the side of the road for the upcoming town, Peekaboo, P-I-C-A-B-O, Peekaboo. And their last name was Street or Streets, whatever their last name is. So that is how Peekaboo got her name. And her sister's name is also, I didn't write it down, but her sister's name, let me see if I have
A
it.
town name.
Her sister's name, I think they also got from a roadside sign.
Well, here's
Yes.
the question I have about this, and this was a long time ago, probably pre 9/11.
I didn't write it down.
But how?
I remember that.
Don't you have to have your birth certificate, which has a name on it, when you go to get your passport? So I'm having a little trouble understanding this. Like they just called her baby girl, like that was her name, but you have to do
I
like a
don't know
name change kind of thing.
What was going on in Idaho?
There's a little bit
60
more to
years
this.
ago. I don't know how old she is.
No, she's not 60.
57,
Jesus.
57 years ago? She's at least your age.
Hey,
that,
hey.
or that she should have been wearing some sunblock and some Vaseline on her face,
Well, yeah,
skiing down those
skiing.
mountains
I mean,
with
come
the cold air
on.
and the sun. Anyway, so okay, what else? So women's hockey, blah blah blah.
I do like Peekaboo Street. I'm telling you, like
It's
I
a
said
cool
last
name.
week,
She's pretty
I
hair.
love the skiers. They have something not right in their head in the best way
Well, the
possible
snowboarders.
because of the tricks that they do. And same with the bobsledders. Wait, let's bobsled. Those
Right?
of you who
we had a whole
haven't seen
conversation
this,
about this.
you that- I
We
just-
did the other day.
you that have not seen this, you need to Google, YouTube it, whatever. It's all over the internet. Jason Kelsey in a full body condom, basically, in the bobsled.
So Joe and I are curious. Where are their children? Do you think?
well, I'm sure there's a nanny.
Like, do you think they took the children with them? I mean, the one's
Well,
kindergarten age, isn't she? Like,
yeah, but
the
kindergarten
children go along. Like,
Kindergarten.
That's a long time to be away from your very little kids.
Kindergarten is actually optional in the state of Pennsylvania. You just
That
have
is
to
true.
be in school by the time of your 8th birthday. 7th or 8th. I'm pretty sure it's 8th, but that's the law. Like, you have to start at 8. It doesn't mean you have to go to kindergarten, but most parents do send their kids to. But at any rate, I'm sure they have a nanny or the grandparents.
They're
or
never
something.
home. So if Joe and I, when they're showing them in the stands, Joe and I are both just like, yeah. I mean, like, are they there with them with the nanny? And then like,
I wish I had a nanny.
and Johnny Weir was like, oh, where's Donna when they showed them? Because like, so they're on a show with Donna. I don't know if we talked about that before.
No.
So there's some kind of reality TV show.
Who's on it? Johnny Weir?
Johnny and Tara's on it too.
Oh, with Donna.
And Mama Kelsey's on it. Mama, Donna,
Mama.
whatever you want to call her. Excuse me. So
I love how she's like the
you'll have to look-
nation's
It's on
mom.
Paramount, whatever. To look it up.
Paramount Plus.
It's a reality show, and it's like kind of like it reminds me of like Clue. Like there's like
Oh, it's called Traders?
yeah. It
Yeah.
looks. I'm not into reality TV, but that actually looks kind of
I
interesting.
don't know anything about it. I just know the name.
Wait, hang on. Another thing about skaters, the pairs. The one woman. Did we talk about her last week? She was the oldest. She was in her 30s.
No, we didn't.
No,
we,
42.
we didn't get specific
God
about
damn
it. And I didn't
But
see
she
the
was
pair
the
skating.
oldest
the end of it.
one.
Is it done, the pair skating?
Yeah, I gotta go back.
I
I
missed
just
all that.
swap. I just swap. I'm out of room. Oh, look! I got a new. Look at my new notebook
Oh, with the pig.
with
That's
a witch
so
hat.
cute.
Look how cute that is, right? Anyway, oh, okay. Well, last week I talked about the guy that got disqualified with the helmet. That had the Ukrainian guy,
Right.
who had pictures of
His family.
his friends of
Friends.
his fellow athletes who had died during the war. Not allowed to have it, but apparently you're allowed to have a fucking tiger. And I don't know if I didn't write down. I want to say it's the French, but I could be wrong. I've seen a couple of them. There was one in skiing, and there was one. God damn it, Bob's. I forget.
I don't know.
But
Is
there's
it a
like a tiger.
mascot?
It's
Is it
like
a mascot?
But if you can have a fucking dead person on your helmet, then why can't you? Why are you allowed to have a tiger?
Well, I'm not defending any of this because I didn't see it, and B, I don't know the intricacies of the rule. But all I can think of is it either as a mascot or you know how these athletes have sponsorships. Maybe that tiger is one of the company's like logos.
No. The rest all have like very uniform kind of bland helmets.
I don't know.
Their country, whatever.
We'll
I don't
have
know.
to look that up.
Oh, well, and the quad god went down because we didn't. That happened
know.
after we filmed. Everyone has seen that.
He was there to watch the females last night, yesterday.
The women's,
the
yeah,
skating,
the women's free skate.
skating.
Yes.
He was cheering hard.
So, being overly confident, I guess, can.
Well, I mean, I'm no psychologist, but I think
He was wearing a shirt that said "Quad God" when he
okay,
went on the ice.
but
I mean,
well,
come on.
I mean, but who wouldn't? But if you're that, I mean, if I'm doing fucking quad jumps or whatever, flips, whatever it is, I'm gonna certainly wear something too if I'm the only one in the world that can do it. But I think at this elite level, the athletes really, the pressure gets to them, and I think on the biggest stage. He did fine prior, all the things leading up to the final show or final skate. But look at Simone, what's her name? Simone
Biles.
First of all, she was there and she consulted with him afterwards, or he found her out and consulted, is what I heard on the news. But I mean, I think it's so hard, the pressure that you're under, because I think that there have been so many sacrifices, so much, this has been your whole life. This is the biggest stage in the world.
Then you have 4 minutes and you just fucking ruined it. Just in 4 minutes, just breaks it all down.
And I know that at this elite level, those athletes, no matter what sport, I'm sure when they have a mess up, I mean, you see it all the time. They get back up, the skiers get back up, the skaters get back up after they fall, and they continue on. But, I mean, it has to do something to your fucking mindset. I mean, it takes the strongest mental ability, I would think, to have a fall and then have to finish and nail everything.
Too, it depends. So, like, the girl who won the first name starts with an A, Lou, that won the gold medal. Alyssa. So, like, she's out there because she enjoys it and it's fun for her. This is not like she's not being forced to do it. I don't know, maybe other countries.
Not
they were
anymore.
talking about one of the Estonia skaters, and it really sounded like she was forced into it as a child. They were saying how all she wanted to do was go play with the boys, and they had to coax her or coerce her into skating. And I was like, well, God damn it. Like, fuck. So other countries, maybe they do it because they have to, maybe because their parents are coaches or their parents were skaters or whatever. I don't know. But I think
other countries, like you're saying, there's a lot of pressure from government, parents, sources, coaches.
Right, but then when you're just out there for the fun of it, like, look at me, I'm going to do this. I think that, and obviously with her, I mean, it showed. And then I know she won because I could tell her on my phone. The other thing, the other American girl, Her family's from Milan originally.
I don't know who
The
that
fuck,
is.
the really elegant one. She didn't win anything. She fell down. But they interviewed her, and then I was no longer, even though she was American, I was like, I hope she doesn't get a medal. They're like, what do you most hope to accomplish out there? I want to look pretty. I just want to look nice. I'm like, did she just fucking say that? Is she fucking high? I want to look pretty. Okay.
How old is she?
Old enough to be in the Olympics.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. Maybe you can be 8 years old.
She's one of the U.S. skaters.
I don't know.
She's pretty. I don't remember her name because it's not.
That would have annoyed me. I don't think it's the right
My
thing to
head
say.
whipped around at Joe. I'm like, did she just fucking say that? Did she just like?
I mean,
people are like, you know, I have to like, not like it's my goal or I want to enjoy myself or I want to win or I just hope to do my best. I hope to look nice.
Right.
I want to look pretty.
I didn't see that. So I can't make a judgment.
I have it recorded so I can rewind it for you so you can see it.
Okay, I'm going to watch it. But my point is that maybe she's young. Maybe she doesn't have a PR person. Maybe she gets in front of a camera. I mean, hell, we turn your phone on and I freeze up sometimes. I'm like, what? And then I'm looking all over except for there, in case you haven't noticed. But so I don't know. I mean, some of these people have never been in front of media, have never had a thing in front of their face.
Well, she has been because she was
know.
like the bronze medalist for something.
I don't know.
So she's won. She's won other
That is
shit.
a strange answer. But
It was very bizarre. It was like, nobody else had that answer. And to me, I was like, okay, you look pretty. That's so your whole self-worth and all these years of skating comes down to I want to look fucking pretty. And then when she fell down, I was like, okay.
But back to Alyssa Liu or whatever her name is. She's from Oakland, California. The American.
Is that thing on her teeth or is it on? I told Joe I think it was a lip piercing that rests on her teeth, but it doesn't move.
I don't know. I was trying
Joe's
to figure
like,
that
what
out.
the fuck is on her teeth?
It looks like it would hurt, like if you caught your lip on it.
It must be like shellacked under her
I don't
teeth.
know. I mean, I've seen people. I know this woman that has diamonds in her teeth, like in her incisors. They drilled little holes and put diamonds
sounds like
in,
it's not good
like
for your
actual
teeth.
diamonds.
You know somebody with that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that
I
later.
want to hear about this.
It's not. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So yeah, I would be afraid I'd swallow those fuckers. Like they better be
When
like.
one pops out. Well, not that. Then they like pull it out of your poo because you want your money back.
It's not like huge, but it's not like.
I mean, if you're swallowing that, you're try to get it
It's
back.
not necessarily a chip. I would say it's a little bigger than a chip, but at any rate. So I go back to Alyssa Liu, the American skater. She, the commentators commentating last night on her attitude and her freeness and her ability because she's doing it on her own terms now. Like she left the sport. I think it never was outright said.
Not
there was an
long
interview.
though. Like she went on.
She was gone for 11 months
and she went skiing. She said and went on vacation for the first time and all this
and
stuff.
did all
and
these.
was like,
went to a rock concert. Like did all these things that she was not able to do because
I mean,
of
how is that just
the
so,
sacrifice?
What kind of life is that though? Your whole life is just I'm gonna just train 24/7. I'm not gonna go to a concert. I'm not gonna have friends. I'm not gonna
that's kind
fucking
of
do
what
anything.
she said, and
That's how you become an Olympian. That's why they're Olympians and I'm not.
she had enough of it. So she left the sport and did some other things and decided that hey, I want to go back. I really miss it, and I think that hers was just pure joy. I mean,
Right.
obviously
She enjoys
she's
it.
very talented, but my take on it is, and I want somebody to do a study or if psychologists have done a study and any of you are out there, tell me. But the weight that was lifted because she's doing it just for the joy
It
of
shows,
it.
and Tara and Johnny were talking about that, and Terry, what's his name? We're talking about that because like you can see it in her skating. Like she's
Right.
not nervous. She's not. I mean, her whole life's worth is not wrapped up into.
Right.
Which then again, if that's all you do 24/7 your whole life, then yeah, your whole life's worth is wrapped up into it.
Right.
And I'm not that. Clearly, I'm not that person. Like I just.
Well, right. That's why I'm not an elite athlete by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I mean, what do I love? I'm gonna lay here and read for a while longer. Speaking of reading, so I got a new book for Christmas, right? The new Louise Penny book. Mom and Dad got it for me. It came out I don't know, this past fall, I think. And so I go to read it, right? And I'm super psyched. And so her books, they're mystery novels, right? I love them. I have the whole series. And you can read them independently of each other, right? Like sometimes though they piggyback on
crossover
other things that have happened before, and there's enough explanation to get you through the book, but whatever. I read them in order. Well, this one's called Gray Wolf, White Wolf, Gray Wolf. I forget. Well, the last one previously read was Black Wolf. And so this wolf book piggybacks. It's like it's a sequel pretty much to the last one, which I read, I don't know, 2 years ago.
You're gonna have to get it back out.
Well, so here I am last night. I'm like, I'm gonna dig out puzzle. I'm gonna do my cross stitching. I'm gonna dig out puzzle. So I got a couple for Christmas, and I want to do one. So I'm gonna dig out a puzzle. It's supposed to snow again this weekend too.
On Sunday.
I'm gonna dig out a book, right? I read another book. I'll have to talk about that in a minute. So there's a giant fucking black squirrel over there. It looked like a fucking giant like raccoon or something. It's so big.
You have so much
Anyway,
wildlife
I
out there
can't- right,
today
you wouldn't
because
think,
of the
snow
garbage.
melted.
Meanwhile,
the garbage.
it's
garbage.
recycling. Like you
Right, they already
shouldn't be
got the
having
garbage.
food out there.
Well, you
like
know.
I don't understand what these birds are going to town on.
Anyway, so hostilities. So I'd lay down last night. Joe puts the hockey back on, right? I get cozy out in the parlor. I got my blanket, got my sweater, my blanket, a cozy pillow. I get my neck just right, because it's all fucked up. And I get down there, and I'm like, I had both books. So when I grabbed the new one, I looked at it, and I'm like, I don't even remember what happened in the other one. Like, I'll just have to read the cover of the jacket. No, reading the jacket didn't do it. And I'm like, I have to read 450 fucking page book before I can go read the new 450 page book. And then I was fucking hostile. I was so hostile.
Why don't you just get the Cliff Notes? Look online.
I'm just going to read it again.
Google it.
So
and
I
it'll give you
started
the
reading
whole
it last
summary.
night, and there were bits and pieces that were familiar. I'm like, oh yeah, like I know, like, oh, he gets a jacket stolen from his apartment. Like little things here and there that I remembered, but then like I couldn't. I don't remember the whole storyline, and I want a firm handle on it before I
start the new one.
So my friend Christine lent me a book. We're meeting next week to talk about it and have coffee. I'm having coffee. She's having tea.
She doesn't drink coffee?
No,
Christine.
I can't fathom. I don't understand.
Well, I didn't drink coffee.
I love tea, but
I didn't drink coffee till I was 32. So
I drink coffee all morning long, and then in the afternoon, like after like 12 o'clock, I switch over to tea decaffeinated. Anyway, so it was called. So anybody who's interested in like kind of like AI type stuff, it was called Culpability by Bruce. Fucking somebody. Starts with an H. I don't remember. Anyway, and it's kind of it was an interesting read. I will say it's not about AI.
Is it nonfiction?
It is no.
Okay.
It's a novel, but it's about like. I mean, culpability is the title of it. Like when you design this computer and it fucks up and lives are at stake, who's responsible for this?
Right.
So it's about like meshing like getting the moral whatever like into the science of it. Because there was an accident, blah blah blah. Like I don't want to give anything away because no one wants to read it. But it was very Culpability by Bruce, something with an H, I forget. It was a good book. It took me a little bit to get into it, but then after I got into it, I was like, I need to see what the fuck happens.
I
here.
don't have the concentration bandwidth that I used to.
Well, that's usually why I need a mystery too. Like if it doesn't grab me in the first few pages, I'm kind of like,
No, I need a
because I don't want to have to struggle. Like I don't want to have to be a chore. When I sit down and read, I don't want it to be a chore to like get into it.
See, that's why I read memoirs, because they get me right away. I love to know about people and how they grew up and all these things and all the minutia. I love that. That's what gets me.
Well, so they're voting. Did I tell you about the vote for the new book for book club?
Remind me.
So there's a vote for the next book, right? So the Wuthering Heights, definitely not. North and South, definitely not. And then the other one was, I believe it was Molokai. And it's about a woman. It's a true story about a Hawaiian woman who gets leprosy and gets sent off, exiled to Molokai, which is where it's like a leper colony, basically.
Oh,
Like people with leprosy were, yes.
How long ago is this? Like, when's that take place?
1950s, maybe?
Oh,
I don't remember.
So that's like relatively
Right? I could be
recent.
wrong about the date. Don't at me. I think it was the 1950s. Anyway, so I look at this list and I'm like, well, let me see what Molokai is about. Because these first two are no, and I'm just not going to
Well,
go book
how
club.
thick is North and South? Like 800 pages?
It's like, yeah. I mean, like, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. And I'm familiar. It was a mini-series. Was Patrick Swayze in it? It was a mini-series. Speaking of Patrick Swayze, there's a sequel to Dirty Dancing coming out next year. Jennifer Grey, who does not look like Jennifer Grey, is in it.
Well, she's looking less like Jennifer Grey because she's,
Well, she-
30 years older, but she had a nose
after
job.
she had that, it ruined her career.
Speaking of memoirs, I read her memoir. It's very good.
About how her career was ruined because
yeah, and she
had
talks.
plastic
She
surgery.
talks about that. How she
Stay
she
off the
didn't-
plastic surgery,
She didn't just
folks.
have one. She had a couple surgeries to try and fix it, and it like she did not go in and
She
say,
had
"I want
such a
it to look
unique
like
look.
this."
She should have just fucking kept it.
Yeah.
She was in big movies.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Dirty Dancing are two huge movies.
Oh my God, her
from the
in
80s.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I
Fantastic,
almost like
right?
her more than I did in Dirty Dancing,
Right?
especially that scene with Charlie Sheen in the
Under the police station. It's fantastic, right? And it's such a shame though that her career like went into the shitter because of plastic surgery. Anyway, so she's in it. Anyway, okay, so back to
Wait,
where
not
did I
I'm
get
not
that?
saying I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you a comment. This is not. Don't read into this. But people, when I had my longer curly hair, used to use the diffuser. People used to say to me, "Oh, you look like Jennifer."
I can see
Grey."
that a little bit.
I don't think I do at all. It was just the hair, and that's
Probably
what I
more
would
now
say.
that
I'm
she-
like, maybe just the hair. If you like the hair,
Yeah, she had the curly hair.
it was just the
Where
curly
was I going
hair.
before I went
Sorry,
over
I
Dirty
wanted
Dancing?
to say that because it was on my mind.
Dirty
They're having a
Dancing.
sequel. Who's playing Patrick
Before
Swayze?
that, no, he's not in there. Before that, though, where was it going? She's going to play an instructor. I fact-checked that, by the way.
You were talking about books and movies.
I know, but where was I don't forget where I was going because it reminded me of Jennifer Grey in a sequel and something. I have no idea where I was.
We were talking about books, North and South, and then
And I think Patrick Swayze, yeah. So it's about like during Civil War times, and a woman goes from the South to the North and butts heads with some industrialist, blah blah blah. I'm not reading Wuthering Heights again. I'm not reading Wuthering Heights again. I'm
you
not.
and
I'm
I
not doing
talked
it
about
again.
this the other day.
With Heathcliff, I know we read it. In
I
high
read
school.
it. Those of you that know us from high school, I read it in Polly McWilliams's AP English class, but I don't remember it.
I don't
it must
remember
have
it.
been like the spring of our senior
I will
year.
see the movie. So if that's the one that
No, they
gets
have
fucking,
a movie. They have like an old movie. I
it's
kind of
coming
remember
out
seeing.
with Margot Robbie.
No,
Robbie.
but they have an old one, like an old.
Oh, you
black
know,
and
there's
white
no one's
one.
coming out. It
Yeah.
looks really good. I mean, if you're into, I'm not into a fucking tragic romance.
Wasn't
either.
it kind of like?
I don't like romance. I don't like tragic romance.
Wasn't it kind of like Scandalous, the book?
Well, I think so. For the time,
Yeah,
was it
like-
Emily Bronte? Is that who wrote
Yeah,
it?
and she wrote it under a pen name.
First of all, women weren't allowed to write back then.
Right.
Let alone something scandalous.
I don't remember anything being like sexual in that book. And in high school, people don't glaze over that. You go, oh.
Right. I don't.
So I don't
first of all,
remember.
I don't. I'm sure I didn't understand it. If we read it, I didn't understand it. Up there with fucking Heart of Darkness. The fuck happened in that
That was
book?
with Mrs.
The fuck?
Gentry. That was 10th grade. Heart of Darkness. After we
I think we
read
discussed this before, too.
Lord of the Flies.
We're always back to Lord of the Flies. The only book I remember from high school, Lord of the Flies. So we've not discussed this. So we were both in AP English, except for the one year I just wanted to float through and I didn't want to do it, and I kept getting reprimanded because I was like the only one in class.
By
like,
Polly?
No.
Oh, okay.
So this must have been 9th grade because 10th grade I had Mrs. Gentry. So 9th grade, I was the only one that would do the reading. Going into 9th grade, I was like, I don't want to advance English.
Is that Mrs. Riley?
No,
Oh.
I had her for 11th. Mrs. Axel.
Oh.
She also spoke. She taught not Greek. What was the other
Latin.
one? Latin. So she taught this class, and she went on sabbatical partway through the year. So
She's a tiny
was,
little lady.
Yes, she was like what after class, like the first week, when like no one's done any work but me. No one read any of the pages of the book but me, right? I mean, and if you were in my class, then I don't remember. So I'm pretty sure you weren't. But look, I was sitting in the bathroom. My feet were up on the desk. I'm just like with my eyes like dozing, like waiting for someone to say something.
This was a non-honors class.
This is the only time that I was in a non-honors English class. And she was like, after class, like for weeks, she was like, you need to switch to the other class. I was like, Mrs. Axel, if I switch to the other class, who are you going to talk to about the book? Huh? Who are you going to talk to? Who's going to talk to you about the book? So then she went on sabbatical, and then we had a substitute for the rest of the year who I remember being in tears because some of the kids in the class where no one would do the work. I felt bad for her. Like it was really an eye-opening experience. So then, and I was even like, I was like at the counselor's office for it because like they were like, why you need to switch over to the AP class. I don't want to be in the AP class. I want the easy A in this class. That's what I said. No offense if that was not an easy A for you. So for me it was. Well, math and science were not my forte. So I mean I was in like the advanced history and what social studies, whatever else, but like I wanted anyway. So after I floated through that year, I was like, fuck this. I'll just be in the fucking AP English from now on. And then the books went up a notch. You know, then we had Heart of Darkness with a teaching assistant with a whatchamacallit.
A student teacher.
A student teacher.
I wish I would have been there for that.
And until Mrs. Gentry, like
I
we're
love
all
Mrs.
sitting there like
Mrs. Gentry.
we
is
almost
this
had like if
feisty
WTF
little-
was a thing in 1992 or whatever. We're all like, what the fuck? Look, like sitting in class, looking at each other like, what? we didn't understand the book, first of all. I mean, if it's written for fucking 10th graders, I don't understand, but okay. And
Wait,
maybe now as an adult, I should reread it, but eventually, we're like almost done with the book. I don't even know if we finished it. She came in and shut down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. The student teacher, excuse me, we're done. She came in, she's like, okay, and so I'm going to finish this with you, and we're done. The student teacher went to the non-AP English class. And we wrapped that up quickly and moved on to something else. And to this day, I mean, Conrad, right? What was his name?
Conrad. Oh God,
Joseph Conrad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna look it
but
up.
I do not remember the book. Did they make it into a movie?
We-
I don't want to reread it.
What did Albert Camus do? Because he also was a part of that whole Heart of Darkness.
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever read anything by him.
You did. If you were in that class,
I mean,
you
I know
did.
it. Well, I was doing the student teaching part. We didn't have it.
Albert
But
Camus.
There was I brain farted. Where was it going? I need more coffee.
He left. The student teacher got booted.
He left. Blah blah blah. Something I forget where I was going with this. The book. Oh, but so I never read 1984 or Animal Farm
Neither did I.
because they were not in the advanced classes, so I've never read them.
Right, I never read them.
Joe
either.
has them. I need to read them.
I never read them.
I never read the Huckleberry Finn book either, and then I tried to read that several years ago. I feel like people should read it. That's one of those things, but it's very. I had to put it down, and I haven't picked it back up again. I mean, I know actually. I remember where I was when I left off. They were like on the little island of the river. I think it was the Mississippi, like hiding out, whatever. But it's very difficult to read because of the Southern dialect. From
we talked about
from
this.
then,
It is so ridiculous.
I can't get through it.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the books that Albert Camus, C-A-M-U-S, C-A-M-U-S, Albert Camus. I can't find. He was a Nobel in 1957.
We went sideways here with the fucking.
I know, but just wait because he's good. You should look him up. He was the 1957
people know
Nobel
who he
Prize
is.
for Literature. In
What year?
1957. He wrote The Stranger, The Plague, and The Shoot, which is actually The Fall. It was in French. I don't know. I can't remember, but look him up.
I don't know that I ever read anything by him.
We did.
I mean, I know. You said his name.
Friday.
I know who he is. I knew he was an author, but I don't have to look it up.
We also read Hamlet. But first of all, back to Mrs. Gentry. For those of you that didn't grow up with us,
We
I
have talked
apologize.
about her all the time.
I
She's
know.
a teacher.
I apologize.
Kelly's favorite
But
teacher.
She is
We're
this
stuck in high
tiny.
school.
She is this tiny little Sicilian. That's her Gentry is her married name. Sicilian woman, and when she got mad. She got mad.
Yeah.
Like I would do
She used to
anything
rage because
to
I was smelling
see-
cigarette smoke coming back from lunch break.
I would do anything to see her shut it down with that student teacher just for shits and giggles.
I mean, we didn't see her like with him. Like she just walked in one day instead of him.
right.
And like we're done with Heart of Darkness.
I
Moving
know,
on
but
now.
just her
Like,
tone
I
of
don't
we're
know.
done.
And if anyone was in that class with me who watches this, because I don't remember who all was in the class. I feel like we never even finished the book. And if we did, there was no testing on it. Like, or if there was, I totally failed. I mean, I literally have zero memory other than what the fuck is happening and what's happening.
That's a shame.
There's no memory of that at all. I mean, The Lord of the Flies, of course, and Romeo and Juliet, of course.
We read
Those
Hamlet
things I
that
remember.
year.
We did Hamlet. I did Hamlet in Polly Williams' class, McWilliams, whatever her name was. But Mrs. Gentry, so I had lunch, and I would usually skip lunch and go out, do a little, whatever, or I just have a smoke of some sort, whatever, and then go back and I would have English, and then I would have geometry.
Oh, I love geometry.
So-
I hate math, but geometry is one of my favorites. I had the best teacher.
I would sit in the front row for English. I was up front, and Mrs. Gentry would be like, it stinks. Someone reeks cigarette smoke in here. I mean, I'm sure she knew it was me, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. And then geometry, I would just go to and sleep off my high.
Who'd you have for geometry?
Killaresky.
That was, I had
We've
Mrs.
talked
Wall,
about
who was
this. I don't even
awesome.
know who that is.
I love
Okay,
geometry.
wait. Let's move on. Hang on. I mean, there's other things. Wait. I have some customer service experiences to share because they're always fun. So first of all, I won a dispute from eBay via PayPal via eBay, whatever. So I ordered something like a Valentine thing. I remember I talked about this a few weeks ago. I ordered this Valentine thing.
You and your customer service.
Right? And then, does anybody else have these issues? Well, it never shipped. So then I got an email like a week after I ordered it, and the guy was in Texas, or the woman was, whoever it was, the seller was in Texas. Oh, look, we're getting hit with bad weather. it's going to be delayed in shipping. Well, it's already been a week, like, and it's for Valentine's Day, like, how much longer, whatever. So another week goes by, and it still hasn't shipped. But the shiesty fucker, when they first told me it's going to be a delay, marked it as shipped. So now I can't cancel the order. Because you can, as far as I understand, you can cancel the order up until it ships.
Okay.
But so, like, a weekend, he hadn't shipped it, and he was like, whatever, was like, I wish I knew their name because I'd tell it to you. They have an 84% rating also. I should have looked. From now on, I gotta look more carefully at this shit, right? So I'm like, well, I want to. The only option I had then was to do a refund or do a return.
Right.
So, like, I clicked return or whatever, and like the options are limited. I should have just reached out to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Reach out to eBay. So I reached out to the seller. I'm like, well, I'd like my money back for this, but my only option here is return, which I clicked and I shouldn't have. So now I'm able to return it, but I'm out the $13 for shipping. They're not going to refund me that. So I'm messaging, because like a week goes by. They refunded me like immediately. So okay, great, minus the $13 for shipping. So I noticed this. Also, what piqued my interest was that I got, because I've ordered and returned things on eBay before,
right?
And they don't ever send me a survey. Like Etsy, the time with the fucking bookends, the witch bookends, and I was trying to do a return for those. So I think when there's a shady seller, that's when they send you the.
Well, and he's got an 84% approval rate. Like, that's kind of bad coming out.
I think it's actually a she.
Well, it doesn't matter,
right? Because I was looking at other things being sold, kind of like all like feminine things, like makeup and hair scrunchies. Who's buying anyway? So. I didn't realize right away that I didn't get refunded the shipping part of it. So I got this survey. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, fine, I got my money back. And after I hit submit, I stopped for a minute and it clicked. This is why also I shouldn't multitask. Stop and think. No, wait a minute. Why did they send me this? Something's wrong with this seller is what I thought. Because why else? I've returned things other times or canceled orders, whatever. Never have I gotten a survey. I had a survey from eBay. So I go back into my account and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, well, I paid this. Oh, wait, but I didn't get back. What? So I'm looking into it, so I didn't get paid back the shipping. So I reached out to the seller who ignored me for 2 days. So I'm like, okay, look, like, now at this point now I spoke to eBay.
Look, bitch.
They can't do anything because I selected to return it. So eBay is not going to help me out. They can't, whatever. I'm like, but here's the problem. And they just, whatever, they can't do anything. So that in and of itself was shitty. Like, this is absurd. Like that. Usually they have really good customer service, but
right.
That person that day was like, we can't help you, sorry. So she's like, you could do a chargeback, which I didn't really want to do, which is what I ended up doing. I filed a dispute with PayPal, which essentially is a chargeback. She's like, you can do a poor review. You can file something with eBay. Again, none of that was easy to do. How about I just get my $12.96 back? That's what it was. $12.96. We'll round it to $13. So my $13 back. So I reached out again to the seller, who's this days into this, and they're just totally ignoring me. And I'm like, look, like, I don't really want to have to give you a poor review. I just, what eBay's telling me to do this, all these things, and I don't really want to do that. But I would like you just to refund me the $13. That seems like the easiest option here. So then I get a thing back. You've been refunded. What is your problem? Okay, bitch. Okay.
First of all,
okay.
That's not good customer service.
Right.
What is your problem?
And never, I've had customers where I might want to say that to. Never have I done that. My response would be, and has been, you know what? Maybe over here I'm like, you fucking asshole. Fuck you, bitch. Whatever. But my response to that customer is not that. My response is, let me look into this and I'll get right back to you.
Right. Well, no
my
wonder
apologies.
they have like an 84%.
Right. So they got.
Rate.
I gave him a one. Oh, I gave him a 1 star. Gave him. I told the truth, which it was a shit review because it was truth. And they wrote back with, contact eBay. They're the ones with your money, and I don't care about a poor review.
Oh.
The fingers, like the peace out thing.
Oh.
I'm not responding to you again, is what she said. I thought, bitch, you haven't responded. But this is why we're here. You were ignoring me for days.
Wow.
For days.
Wow.
So I contact eBay, right? Because I paid through PayPal. So I contacted, that was easy. Just, dispute whatever, filling out the form, explain what happened. I just want my $13 back. $12.96, right? So, okay, we have it. Thank you. We'll look into this. Like 2 days later, okay, we're reaching out to the seller.
I know it.
A couple days later, the seller, I'm sure, never responded to them. PayPal, we have found in your favor, you've been refunded $12.96. You don't say. So that was one, right? I feel like I'm constantly a battle with like
Constantly.
fucking customer service.
Well, I think we all are,
So
but
then we order Nespresso on 2 weeks ago. Like February 1st? No. The following week, whatever that was, the 8th. We'll say the 8th, right? So we order our Nespresso pods, right? Okay. The order's usually here within, they say 2 to 4 days, and usually within 2 to 3 days.
and you order them through Nespresso, not through Amazon or some other
through
site.
Nespresso.
Yes.
We order them through Nespresso, through our account on the fucking Nespresso app, right? So Tuesday, Joe leaves for a game. I left for book club. It was like whatever the 10th or whatever that Tuesday was. I come home and Joe was like, it said it was delivered. No boxes here. So there's no boxes, but we're outside looking. No box has been delivered, right? Let me tell you that. Joe is outside looking because Joe came home and I was on the bright side of bottle number 2 of wine. Not the dark side, the bright side is what I said. So anyway, I got out of the book club and was like, well, I already had a few glasses of wine. Want to have a little more? Anyway. That Pearl Jam rock was rocking out here by myself. Anyway, so there's no coffee to be had, right? So Wednesday I contact, and the delivery thing shows a blacked out picture, right? It's like black.
Clearly not delivered.
Clearly not our house. I thought, well, maybe it went to a neighbor. I don't know. But our neighbors, I mean, will they have the niceness in them to fucking bring it to our house? We took Denny Douchebag as sex toys. Maybe somebody could bring us our coffee, right?
Oh my God.
Unless they want the coffee. We don't want the sex toys. Maybe they want the coffee.
God.
So, nothing. So
Poor
Wednesday
Mom and Dad.
afternoon, I contact customer service via the chat. Next time, just call. It's way easier to call, I found out. Way easier to call. Usually the chat is easier, but now that I've done both, now I know.
I don't do a chat.
So I chatted, right? We're very sorry. Let me look into it. Okay, yes, we're going to replace your whole order. Wednesday. Replacing the order. Great. We should have it by Saturday at the latest. And they use an independent, like some guy in a fucking van or a car
Right, an
pulls
independent
up,
deliverer.
Right? They need to get rid of the independent deliverer.
They
That's
have
what they need to do.
they have contracted services.
They
with
need to stop.
people.
But that's why it's all over eBay. Because now I know that's what. Like, why are you selling your pods on eBay? Because they're stealing a whole box full of Nespresso from us and then selling it on eBay. Because it's all over eBay, like mixed whatever, right? So
Well, they're expensive.
they are expensive. So now I'm hostile because now I'm buying more coffee because we don't have. I'm out a lot of money for the box full of Nespresso pods that we order like whatever, like once every 2 months. It was $165 for this order of coffee, right? But if we order a certain amount, we got a free sleeve.
Right.
So we wanted the free sleeve, right? So our box of coffee pods, right? We're good. We should be good for a couple months. No, now I have to buy more coffee. I'm out $165 and I have to buy more coffee because we're like out of coffee. Fuck it. So the order doesn't show. It's processing. It's waiting for carrier pickup. So Monday, I reach out. Customer service. Where is our order? Where is our order? It was supposed to be a replacement order. This was Wednesday. Today is Monday. Where is the order? We're still within the time frame. If you don't have it by 8 p.m. tomorrow night, get back in touch with us.
Time frame.
So we wait until Tuesday night. Right, because I guess maybe it's like 5. I don't know. They're usually like we always have it within 2 to 3 days. Wow. They're quick about it, except for this time. So if we don't get it by 8 o'clock the next night, let us know, and we'll give you a $20 credit. How's that sound for your troubles? Okay, I guess
How about
so.
a little bit more?
Well, I'm gonna get there. So I mean, I didn't get it, but I'm going to.
I mean, hell, $20.
Right?
That doesn't even cover a sleeve.
It covers one sleeve, but not 2 full sleeves.
Okay, well, fuck that.
So a sleeve is 10 pods, so 10 cups of coffee. They're like $1.30 to $1.65, like depending on whatever. So it's still cheaper than going to get a coffee at Starbucks.
No,
whatever.
I like
Anyway,
Starbucks.
So Tuesday comes and goes, and there's no fucking. It's not moved. It's still awaiting carrier pickup. So here I am Wednesday. Fuck this. I'm gonna have to call, right? So Wednesday already I'm hostile. I'm up. I'm out the door early for an early fucking appointment. I don't know why I made it that early, right? So since the whole layoff thing, like we're hurrying up and getting all of our appointments in case, God forbid, Joe does not find the position within his company. We're like, get all your appointments in case, God forbid. So anyway, I scheduled all my appointments. So I'm on the way to the doctor, right? And I had taken my fake nails off from last week, and I was gonna like just let them, like breathe for a couple days. And then put new ones on, which I actually put on last night, and every one of them fell off later. It was a different it was the same company, but different style, different size and style. They were like just a little bit longer than these, and they all fucking the last 3 were on. They literally just like flew off. I can't even. Anyway, So I'm on the way to the doctor, and this guy had a little snag, and it caught my sweater.
Oh.
So I'm like doing one of these, and it pulled, and now I'm bleeding. So I get into the doctor's office, and I check in with Caitlin, sitting there. I'm like, Caitlin, I'm like, do you have a Band-Aid? And she just looks at me. I'm in the doctor's office, for Christ's sake. It's not like I'm at the fucking, like, DMV or something asking for a Band-Aid. The doctor's office. Do you happen to have a Band-Aid? Her response. Do you need it right now?
No, I need it in
So
20
I hold
minutes
my
from
thumb
now.
up. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm bleeding right now, but I can wait.
In 20 minutes from now is
The
when I need it.
fuck? The fuck? So she's like, yeah, hang on a minute. Let me go find a nurse. Aren't there just Band-Aids like all over the fucking place?
Right, and don't they have like a first aid kit? Regardless of being in a doctor's office, there's supposed to be a first aid kit with like Band-Aids.
I can't. She directs me to go sit down. So I go sit down. She's off talking to somebody. She shows back up. She has 3 Band-Aids. I'm like, thanks. She goes, here's 3. Thanks. I only need 1. Here's 3. Okay, good. So Band-Aids go on. Whatever. Doctor's appointment. Come home. Now I'm on with Nespresso. Right? I call this time. I'm done with the fucking chat. I'm going to call. So I get this lovely man. Let me look into it. Oh, for the love of Christ and looking into it.
And the wee donkey.
It would, right? Our mistake. Something happened on our end. It never got picked up from the carrier. It's still in the warehouse. You don't say. It better get picked up and dropped off at this house. Oh, a free box of coffee is what I'm. So I'm like, also, I'm supposed to get a credit. It's not on our account yet. When does that happen? If you don't have it within 30 days, get back to us. Fucking 30 days. And he's like, I'm going to replace the order now. So he's like, not like rattling off like what's in the order. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Hang on. Go into the orders and look at them like,
my God.
I don't know what order that is. That is not the replacement order. Here's what's in the replacement order. So I'm listing off everything that's in the replacement order.
Fuck.
Oh, right. Okay. How does this sound? I was like, well, first he was like, so, I mean, what do you want? Like, so we'll send you a replacement box. I'm like, well, I feel like I should be refunded and get a replacement box.
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting refunded.
Because you know what? I had to go to the grocery store and buy the shit.
I said, so I'm out the $165 that you charged me 10 days ago for this, and I had to go buy more coffee.
Which is more expensive at the grocery store.
We're going to overnight it. How's that sound? That sounds good, but I still want a bigger credit. So we're going to send out this replacement order. You should have it tomorrow. It'll be overnighted. Have a good day.
He didn't give you the bigger credit.
No. So it did arrive next day via UPS this time. It showed up right to the door. I don't even know if it was 24 hours later. It was definitely overnighted. Good. But I can't. I was like, where the fuck is the coffee? Because most times, like, you don't get charged till it ships.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it did ship. It just, and I said to him, you might want to look into the carriers that you have. I said, this is not the first time we've had an issue with our delivery. And I said, and this is all over eBay. So that guy who was supposed to drop it off at our house, he probably stole it, and he's selling on eBay. And he goes, that does sometimes happen. Yeah. It could have happened with the first order. The second order never left the warehouse. We better find its way out of the warehouse, onto a truck, and at our door, because now I'm hostile. Having to wait 10 days.
I mean, don't fuck with people's coffee.
Right? I was like,
there are things that you do not fuck with, and one of them would be person's coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, now I'm buying more coffee because I don't have enough
Says
coffee.
the person who has to have a cup of coffee first thing before we even have a glass of water in the morning.
I had so much coffee yesterday because I went to brunch with a friend, and so like we got coffee, and we went to First Watch, and they bring out the little pot. It's like Perkins or whatever, wherever they used to,
Unlimited coffee.
Coffee, which I love because I'm in a diner or a restaurant and I get a cup of coffee, you're going to charge me $4 for it. You're not going to come the fuck back around? No. Although they did not come around with water. I finally got a glass of water and they never replaced it. So I literally had like 2 pots of coffee and like 1 glass of water. And I was so dehydrated. I came home and drank a bunch of water. I woke up with a leg cramp at 4 o'clock this morning, and that was fucking hostile. I'm like, I have enough water. God damn it. Fucking coffee, not enough water.
A couple of things. We aren't the only country that takes coffee seriously. I mean, we take it seriously, but when we were in South America...
Coffee comes from South America.
Right. When we lived in South America...
Other countries.
Oh, my God. Their coffee, first of all, is woohoo strong. And I wasn't drinking coffee at that point, but I did there. They do, like, a sweet coffee in Chile. They give you, like, it's called a cortada, which I don't really know what that means, so don't. But it's a little tiny thing. And then they give you a small glass of seltzer water. And you're supposed to drink the seltzer water after you drink the coffee. And to this day, I don't know why, but that's what they do. And I was watching a TV show or something, and it was in a foreign country. They brought the little, it was not an espresso. They brought the little cortada, because I heard them say it, and they brought the little seltzer water.
Nice. Was it while you were watching the Olympics? Did they do it during the
Oh,
Olympics?
maybe that was the
Maybe.
TV show. But so I have a couple of things back to customer service. So I tried to cancel the New Yorker magazine because I'm just not.
Canceling a magazine, you have better luck like getting a hold of like the White House. I
You
think.
do. You really do.
I mean, it's
And
for fuck's
so so Monday, which was President's Day, I tried to cancel it, not realizing that they too were celebrating the federal holiday. So
meanwhile, it's a call center in fucking India.
Right,
Come
but
on now.
the guy rerouted me, but thank God he thought and gave me the phone number. He's like, in case we get disconnected, this is phone number. No, you shit. You know they're closed. That's why you gave me the phone number. So anyhow, I call.
Fucker.
I'm sorry, we're off observing the federal holiday today. So I call back the next day. And I want to cancel it. I'm just like, I want to cancel it. I don't have the time to read the magazine. It's a very good magazine. I don't have time to read it. And they keep charging me. And it's an automatic charge because I gave them my charge card, which is why I pay for some of my.
You might be able to call the credit card company next time and tell them not to renew it.
Right. Well,
If that's
you probably
easier.
could.
I don't know if you can do that. Maybe.
But that's why I don't pay. I have 2 magazine subscriptions. And that's why I don't pay for those with a credit card. You're not going to automatically renew it for me.
How do you pay for them?
Check. They send me the little bill, you
Really?
know, you like the trash mail
You
get.
learn
They send me the
something
little
new
bill.
every fucking
Send
day.
I get Vanity Fair. You need to read Vanity Fair if you haven't been. So they send me my little bill, and I send them a check, and we're done. And I can renew it or not renew it. And I don't have any hassle. I don't have to call Condé Nast or whatever the hell it is. That's why I call for the New Yorker. So anyhow, I call.
Wait, hang on. You call. 1 second. Hang on. Joe, if you can hear me, I need a coffee. Speaking of all that, I don't think he can. I don't know where he is.
The
Anyway,
door's completely shut. So
God
anyhow,
damn
so
it.
I call the to cancel it, and this lovely woman who has a foreign accent says to me, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I can give you 20% off."
I don't want 20% off.
I said, "No, thank
Right?
you." And I was I was
chaps
nice
my
in the
ass.
beginning. I was like, "No, thank you. I just don't have time to read
Like
it."
they have to Oh,
They have
did hear me.
they have a script. Oh, look at that.
Thanks.
Their service.
Thank you.
They have a script, and she wasn't deviating from the script, so much so that when I would say something, what she started with didn't make any sense because she was following the script.
Yeah, follow the script. Follow the script.
I was like, so then I was even more annoyed. So anyhow, I said, no, I don't, thank you for the 20%, but I don't want it. Okay, well, let me look here. And she went on about her script. Like,
Did you just go into a rage? Because I'll just go
it
into
was
a
like,
rage.
I
Stop.
hadn't even said no.
Stop with
I
the
don't.
script.
I don't want it at all. I don't have any time. She went into her script. Then she's like, well, I can see, Mrs. Walker, I can offer you 50% off on your. I said, no, I don't want anything. Again, thank you.
Unless
Well,
you get it to me free, I'm not renewing.
then she started again. I'll give you 2 years of it. I said, no.
my
I
God.
said, I just, and then I got mad.
Yeah.
I said, and she's like, I didn't drop the F-bomb. I said, I
Like,
just.
you're driven to it. You were
wanna-
driven to
I
it.
just want to cancel my subscription.
Driven to
It's
it.
a great magazine. I don't know
So
who you have to
loud.
report that to, but I just want to cancel the subscription because I don't have time to read it. Well, we can still give it, even with the tone and all that. She goes, well, we can still give it to you, and you can at this price, and you can just get the electronic version. No. I don't want the electronic version of it because I'm not reading the electronic version of it. If I had time to read it, I would.
Right? I mean, I don't have time to read this magazine. How am I going to have time to read it electronically? Go fuck yourself. Cancel. Cancel.
So that was my customer
it's
service.
maddening.
I finally got it canceled, but now I want to talk about a fun. It's kind of customer service. Have you seen that little girl in Pittsburgh that's selling the Girl Scout cookies? She's a brownie.
Is she a cute little
She
thing?
is a kindergartner.
Is she the only one in the entire area selling cookies?
She's a 6-year-old Pittsburgh girl who's sold thousands of
Show her.
boxes.
She's so cute. This little girl is adorable. I just want to squeeze her little cheeks.
She is so cute. She's from outside Pittsburgh. She is fucking adorable. So here's my thing. We were both in the Brownies and the Girl Scouts. We sold.
Back when you had to go door to door.
Right, we talked about that last week. But this little girl, she has some disabilities, but she joined the troop anyhow. Her mom wanted her to join the troop. So she has sold
Because she's so cute, people are buying from her.
like 10,000 boxes.
How?
She's about to hold the record.
Because you can do it online now, so you can order from anywhere.
Right, but so this is where I'm going to customer service, and I'm not saying this is happening. Maybe her mom, they have it well thought out. Maybe the Girl Scouts are going to come in and help. But how are you going to deliver 10, 20,000
Kelly,
boxes of cookies?
My God, what rock do you fucking live under?
Oh.
You order them online, and they come shipped to your home.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I'm still buying them from the Girl Scouts at the Acme.
No, you can.
I didn't know that they
You
would.
go through, they get the credit for it, but Girl Scouts
I
ships it
had
to you.
no idea.
I mean, I think.
We don't know.
I'm fairly certain they're not. That's only if you
As
sell them.
chastises
If you
me.
order them online, because Thank you.
Her name is Pim, by the way. Pim out of
I love
Pittsburgh.
her even more. If you order, click on it. Let's click on it and see what it does. I'm telling you, they deliver to your house.
Well, she sold 20,000 boxes in 24 hours.
So it's because she's not delivering 24,000.
To one video on TikTok.
She did a video on TikTok.
Rallied. They loved her. They adored her.
I don't mean to watch it. I mean, try to order a box and see what happens.
Yeah, they don't have a link.
And Pim isn't slowing
Oh
down
my God.
anytime soon.
We are
She's adorable.
over the moon about her progress, who we are able to support. There are yes.
She's over the moon. So and she's earning a trip to camp, and I think with the amount that she sold, she's able to take like her whole troop or something. I heard
Nice.
to camp. But my point being
I'm
is,
not gonna look at this, but I'm fairly certain they deliver to your
I
home.
was not aware that they had hit the electronic age where I could order. Because I'm gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, because okay, maybe
I
because
haven't
my
seen,
friends.
I haven't seen the Girl Scouts.
So I'm younger than you.
Right.
So I have friends whose kids are still in Girl Scouts, and they put a link up there, just like I told you to do with Special Olympics, but you wouldn't do it. My friends, they're running a marathon. Their kids are selling cookies. Their kids are selling peanuts. Their kids are selling popcorn for the fucking Boy Scouts. You can do all of that online.
I didn't know
That's
that.
why they post the link.
I thought it was all old school.
No, you go to the link. Because the other year I bought nuts.
What
nuts
happens,
and
what
candy.
happens if you don't have a computer? Then that's not fair.
Who the fuck? You go to the fucking library. You go to the girl in the corner. You buy the cookies from the girl in the corner.
Well,
from
she has
Walmart.
the one has a QR code
Yeah.
in her
That's what
yard.
I'm telling you,
assigned,
because
but that's because it's all local people.
Right, but they're not having to deliver those.
I thought they were having
It's
to deliver
all,
them.
that's why it's so
'Cause
easy now.
Can you imagine when we were little if we sold even just like 1,000 boxes and had to deliver those things? Do you know what Mom and Dad would have done? They would have, of course, been supportive. But
Well, and Mom was a Girl Scout leader, so all those cookies were in our house until they were like, and the people had to
Oh.
come and get what they sold and the whole thing. This is so much more efficient.
and then with our own cookies that we ordered, Mom would stick them in the freezer. Hey, listen, what?
Listen, what?
I got news for you. There's
Listen
nothing
what?
fucking better than a frozen Thin Mint.
Let's talk about this a minute. What
Nothing.
happens when you eat a whole sleeve of Thin Mints?
Oh, that happened to me when I
It's
was
happened to
pregnant
me.
with Patrick. I was in the snowstorm of February 2001. Took me 3 hours to get home, which usually only takes me a half an hour in traffic, maybe
Be
45
warned, friends,
minutes.
in case you've never done this.
So I'm pregnant, like real pregnant, because he was
I wasn't
born
pregnant. I was just a hog.
He was born the next month. I'm in my fucking car for 3 hours leaving the city. And cars are abandoned on the side of the road because there's so much snow.
Look how nice that foam is. I just have to show it off, right?
There's so much
This
snow
is why we pay for the
that
coffee.
people can't go, and I'm in my little Mazda Protege just praying that I get home.
Praying.
I got home, banked my car on the street, like literally
Like-
banked it. It was like a little bit in the driveway because there was so much snow. At this point, when I say so much snow, there was at least a foot of snow. But meanwhile, and then I had to go to the bathroom so bad I like ran inside. But this is where I've now learned that you always travel with a drink and a snack. It doesn't matter where or when you are. You
And an
travel
adult
with,
diaper.
You travel. I did not have that. You travel
I
with.
thought you were going to say you had diarrhea. What happened
no,
from the sleeve of Girl
I
Scout
went
cookies?
inside and had.
Oh, I see. I
ran
You were
inside.
eating them in the car.
No, I was eating them in the car
Oh.
because I was hungry for 3 hours and very pregnant. So I ate my apple that I took for lunch that I hadn't eaten. I had nothing to drink, and then I ate the entire sleeve.
That was really unhealthy of you, especially while you're pregnant.
Thank you. Well, my son loves Thin Mint cookies too, so go figure. So
He loves chocolate because you used to fucking
I
dive down the chocolate while you were
ate
pregnant with him.
an entire sleeve of Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, and do you know what it is?
Did you
It's
eat
a
the whole
laxative.
box?
It is no, I saved the other.
laxative.
I couldn't bring myself to eat the other sleeve. I almost started, but I was like, I cannot do that because I am a total pig. So I ate just one sleeve and then had the diarrhea because something
That's
with
an
the Thin Mint.
unfortunate lesson to learn.
Something with the Thin Mints is like a laxative.
The sugar.
I'm not the only person that's happened
chocolate.
to. I know somebody that's eaten like a half a sleeve of Thin Mints, and they've had the big D too.
Well, I've eaten
and they
the
were
whole
at work.
box.
They were at work. They told me when they had the big D, and it was like, and the bathroom was not anywhere near, and it was like it's almost like automatic.
I had some really unfortunate Big D experiences this week. Now
Okay,
that I
wait,
think
I'm not
back on
done.
it.
So
I ate a whole box of Samoas though on the way to work. They only put like 12 in there.
That pisses
so
me
fuck
off.
that, right? $6 for a box of cookies. So like I would like get them from like my friends' kids or whoever was
Yeah.
selling that, whatever, trying to be supportive. I don't buy them now. I refuse to buy them. The other year, either we bought you a box or we just gave them money. I think we stopped at the street. We're like, we don't eat them, but here's a little bit of money or something. Because I'm like, I don't want the cookies. So because I will eat the whole fucking box. So I just cannot have the cookies. I don't know if they still call them the Samoas. If they no longer call them that, I'm talking about the circular It's a cookie. The round ones with the coconut, and the chocolate
and the caramel,
Oh my
the
God.
gooey caramel.
No, I fucking want. Anyway, so I would get those, and I would have my coffee in the car, and I'd be stuck in traffic. I'm just like, eat a cookie, eat a cookie, eat a cookie.
Well, I mean, they're like this big,
and then I
too.
get to work, and I'm like, fuck me. The fucking box of cookies is gone. Did not have the big D.
No,
Yesterday,
because they
though-
have some fiber. They've got the
Well,
coconut.
that's the fiber. Yesterday at First Watch, I'm being healthy, so I had like the eggs and I had no potatoes. And I told her no bread. The fucking whore brought the bread anyway. I did not eat the bread.
Oh my
But
God.
I got the side greens, right?
I like their side greens.
Spring mix. Well,
You had the D.
I had the deep bad. I mean, I get home and I'm like, I'm like, oh. And I'm like running to the house and Joe's like, uh-oh, everybody's hustling. It was so unfortunate, and not
Sometimes-
once but twice.
Oh, sometimes lettuce when you're out is treated with something to keep.
Well, I mean, there was not. This is so TMA. Is that right? TMI. There was like no digestion of the fucking spring mix. It was horrifying.
Oh,
Horrifying.
enough! Oh my God! Oh my
We've all
God!
been there. I won't tell the early week's experience. that I
Oh my
share with you on
God!
the
No,
phone.
please don't. That's embarrassing for your own self. But let's get away from diarrhea and bathroom habits.
We should do our rest in peace because we've had a lot in the last week. We've had a lot of celebrity deaths. Well, last
wait.
week. Oh wait. Okay,
I
we'll come
want
back
to say
that.
this. So I was
Sorry.
talking about the Girl Scout cookies, which in my mind led
Looks
to
like Rosanna from here.
she does led to organization because I'm thinking, where the fuck are you putting 10,000, 20,000 boxes of cookies?
Storage
Because
house.
as Megan said, when we were growing up, Mom was the Girl Scout leader or one of them, and we had them in our house, or whoever is the cookie mom has them at their fucking house. So I was just trying to figure out where the fuck that organization comes, because you don't want to leave them in your garage because at this day and age they could freeze here, whatever. So my friend, I'm putting this out there, Carrie Kaufman, has she is all over the internet. She has an Instagram, she's got a Facebook, she's got whatever. So Carrie Kaufman has a podcast called Clarity and Order: The Carrie Kaufman Way. Organize your space and clear your mind. I encourage all of you to watch that. She is a professional organizer. And
If I could afford that, I would have that.
she
in my
now
house.
has a podcast, Clarity and Order: The Carrie Kaufman Way, which, by the way, I love the title. I used to have a book in my head
I
called...
follow the Marie Kondo way, which is also very good, and I could afford that book.
Right. Well,
So,
I mean,
I
she
already
has
have the
tips. The whole point is, she's got tips.
But also, like, you can have. I mean, I have multiple organizations. Look, if you've been in my house, like, look. My mind, I get
she's
very
talking about
overwhelmed.
clearing the
and I have to
clutter.
stop-
Not only
right,
organize,
but
but
even
clearing
that,
the
I try
clutter.
to do that. And our house is old without like, we don't have closets. We don't have like built-in shelves. We have a lot of stuff and no place to put the stuff. So then I try to get organized, and I get so overwhelmed that just like shut it down. So I have multiple books on organizing and being organized and feng shui and all the things. And I end up like I put the book down. I'm like, let me go read a novel because.
Well, I mean, Carrie, I love you, but I'm not trying to push her
No,
on
it's
you.
great. I think it's great.
That's why you should listen to the podcast, because of course she's not giving away the secret sauce, but she's giving away some tips to help you, like with the mindset of letting some things go.
No, it's good for you.
So
to let it
it's
go.
So
Well, also during Lent, a friend of mine posted this thing
That's-
like each day, the 40 days of Lent, take one item from your house you no longer need, put it in a bag, and the 40 days are up. You have 40 items getting out of your house. I need like a whole overall. I already have like 8 things.
like I said,
And
she's
we're
been doing this
3
for
days in.
I don't know, almost 20 years. I want to say she's a professional organizer. Yes, she lives locally, but she'll help anywhere. Give her a contact, give her a call, whatever. And this is what I found out. This is great. She helps college students organize their dorm room.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
someone would say, why is that needed?
They need it because they had their parent do it their whole fucking life.
The example,
and now they don't know what to do.
Well, the example I'm giving is this one student had the dorm room to themselves for whatever reason at whatever
Nice.
college they were at. They had it by accident. They were to have a roommate, and that roommate withdrew right before the semester started. So anyhow, this mother isn't even local. She calls or emails or gets hold of Carrie to have Carrie help organize the student's dorm room, because now the student has an incoming roommate
Oh God! Wow.
midway through the semester, which
Wow.
happens. But
Oh,
can
that
you
would
imagine
suck.
like taking over both sides.
Right?
I mean,
I'd be
I
like-
would do that. I'd spread the fuck
I
out.
spread the fuck out. I mean, I spread the fuck out now. Look.
So, but those of you that have college kids or moving into an apartment or sharing like, she's just got the tips and tricks, and she's funny. I think it's great.
Good. Check it out.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's funny. Okay, so we have to wrap up soon. We're past an hour, but so last week, and I forgot to mention it last Friday. So James Vanderbeek passed away.
I know.
They did a huge GoFundMe for him. I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Neither
I
did
never
I.
saw a single fucking episode. I know who he is. I'm familiar with the show,
I'm
but
familiar
I've
with the
never
show, but
watched it.
Yeah, Katie Holmes was in it.
Yes. So he passed. Robert Duvall. Oh my God.
Meanwhile, how old was he?
95. He had 4 wives.
Fucking Robert
counting.
Duvall. 95.
I love him. I mean, first of all, it makes me maybe this week I'm gonna have a little Godfather marathon.
I love The Godfather.
I love him in The Godfather. But my favorite, and when I posted about him dying the other day, all I wanted to do was do the quote from 4 Christmases
with Vince Vaughn. He was in it.
when he's like shut it down, cancel it.
I don't want cable. I don't want TV.
I don't want some stranger here touching my underwear.
Joe does it the best. It's a quote from the movie. You gotta watch 4 Christmases.
I was gonna put the quote in there, but I'm like, if anyone has not seen this,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
not.
what the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, he's really funny.
I love him. I love him.
I did not know this. He won an award for Godfather. I did not. I didn't know that.
So
about him.
that's, I think, what he won for. He was nominated tons of times.
Oh, he has another
tons and tons of times.
He has another famous quote from a movie that I won't watch for a variety of reasons because they
What movie won't you watch?
they're disturbing. The one of his other famous sayings is I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Napalm.
Sorry. Napalm.
What movie is that?
Oh my God, it was done
Joe
Charlie
knows
Sheen
it.
was in it for
Born
a
on the
minute.
4th of July?
No, way before that. And what's Amelia?
Well,
What's
look it up, for Christ's sake.
Martin Sheen is in it. So Martin Sheen is in it. Robert Duvall
Joe
is
will
in
know.
it.
I don't know that I know the movie you're talking
It's
about.
like
but
a
I've
war
seen it.
movie. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
Where's Joe when
But
you
he
need
has a
him?
good quote from there, which is everybody goes around, especially men. I don't know why I say.
Joe knows it.
Here we go.
The Robert Duvall movie.
What is it?
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now.
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
I've never seen. I
have.
can't watch it. I saw a glimpse of it.
Joe, add that to our list.
Since he's passed away, I just find it disturbing.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That's what it is. I love the smell of napalm.
She said napalm.
Whatever, napalm in the morning.
I can't spell
Which I didn't know.
Lips.
Which I didn't know that was
Apocalypse.
he was a quote famous for.
I know that quote, but I didn't know it was him.
My husband knew that right away. I
But-
was like,
I mean, he's the solicitor, the lawyer, in the adopted son in The Godfather. Look,
right.
And I
he's
just assume that
he's
everyone.
the Irish guy in the Italian family. He's
Yes.
he's the lawyer. Consigliere is.
Yeah, I can't. But he, I mean, that's the first thing I'm familiar with him.
Right.
I mean, I remember watching it. I watched The Godfather at a very young age, probably inappropriate for me. Because I remember being like, this is really cool. And Dad's like, that's not cool. The Mafia's not cool. I'm like, the Mafia is cool.
It kind of is. I mean,
I love Mafia films.
I would tell my story, but I'm still afraid somebody will come to my house.
We're not telling that story. So Robert Duvall, which, I mean, he 95, lived a good long life.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. And then, very sadly, yesterday, Eric Dane or Danes? Dane.
Eric
Just
Dane. McSteamy.
McSteamy. Because there was McDreamy, who was, what's his name?
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey. So I used to watch Grey's Anatomy. When it first came out, I watched many years of it.
That's going on like 25
I know,
years
and then
old.
I think when they killed him off. Sorry if you've not seen it. I think when they killed off McDreamy, I was done.
Wait, he's made a reappearance, I thought, on the show.
How?
I don't know.
He's in a new movie coming out though.
I know. He is still hot in that head of hair.
He is aging very well.
Oh, he's better looking now.
Speaking of aging
He's
very well,
fucking better
we recently
looking now.
talked about Matthew McConaughey, and I think
Yes,
last week, and Bradley Cooper. So apparently they were in a commercial together. It probably aired during the Super Bowl, which I didn't watch, but they were airing it during the Olympics.
Oh.
And there I am, like glued to the TV to like see like Bradley Cooper's bad surgery that he had. But they're really quick flashes of him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, either they did the commercial before he had the plastic surgery, or I can't get a close enough like look at his face.
Right. Does he have the shorter hair in the...
He has the short hair.
Oh,
I need
well
him
then.
to grow his hair back out. I need him to have the hair he had in The Hangover. I need that Bradley Cooper to come back is what I need. Anyway.
He played Tom Hagen in The Godfather. Robert
Tom
Duvall
Hagen,
did.
yes, Tom.
And he earned, in 1972, he earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
He's won somewhere, one that I'm aware of, but he was nominated tons of times.
Yeah.
Like when I was going through the list, I was like, oh my God, like, holy shit, tons of times. I forget what he won for. What did he win for? Does it say?
I haven't gotten there. It says his line, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning" from Apocalypse
Mother
Now
of Christ. Are
is
you having a stroke?
is regarded as an iconic in cinema history. It's regarded, it says, as iconic in cinema history. So there you go.
I shouldn't joke about the stroke thing. Sorry. A friend of ours just recently had a stroke. By the way, prayers to you. Sorry, I should not joke about that. It's one of those things that I don't mean to be insensitive. It's one of those things.
I don't know why
you
they're
say.
not putting his awards like separately. They're listing all of his movies.
I know.
Get
It was
to
confusing. Anyway, okay. So Eric Dane, he was fucking hot.
He's hot.
But, I mean, ALS fucking ravaged him very quickly. That is terrifying.
It is
I
terrifying.
mean, fucking terrifying. He just announced it last April. It hasn't even been a year, right?
No, but he had it before the announcement,
Yeah,
obviously.
but how long did he have it for? Not long?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Not long at all. And he's got 2 daughters.
Young kids, right?
Yeah.
Well,
not
what's
young.
his
I mean,
name?
they're like high school and college age, I think.
James Vanderbeek has 6 fucking kids, for Christ's sake. Is he Mormon?
I don't know.
Look,
But
as a generalization, I apologize.
He didn't
I apologize.
have, I guess because he wasn't somehow there wasn't any, he didn't have any insurance, health insurance. His medical bills became a lot.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm drinking carbonated water. I apologize. At least I closed my mouth. I mean, that could have really just echoed out of here. I'm going to shut the windows a little bit. The carbonated water. I drink a lot. Like people probably wonder, like, if you've been with me and you see me drinking alcohol, I have my second cup of coffee. I got my seltzer. I finished my fucking other water. I mean, I'm constantly drinking something. Probably because I talk a lot. My mouth dries out. What were we talking about? Insurance. James Vanderbeek. Right. So, well, I think, if you're not, first of all, I don't know what kind of insurance actors have. Like,
Well, I mean,
don't know, like, are you insured? Like, do you probably have to buy your own insurance?
I think they have because they get it through the Screen Actors Guild. I don't know.
They moved to Texas. They, just before he died, bought that 36, 45 acre, whatever it was, fucking ranch they were renting. Right. And neither one of them that I know of were working. So, well, I mean, he was sick. And
he's married to,
I don't know who
they're
she
not
is.
divorced yet. She's a model. Rebecca,
Wait, his wife, what do you mean? What are we talking about?
Oh, I thought we were still talking about
James
Eric Dane.
Vanderbeek.
Oh, no, sorry.
For fuck's sake, with no insurance. That's why they did the GoFundMe. Because they spent all of their money.
Right, sorry.
Because they had to maintain the 45 acre, 36 acre ranch that they just bought. And he has 6 kids.
What's his name, James?
Vanderbeek. I don't know about Eric Dane's health insurance. I know nothing about that. I only know what I've read about James Vanderbeek.
But they did the GoFundMe for James.
6 kids, and the wife had said, like, look, we're whatever. There was something recently, I think it was when they did the GoFundMe for Mickey Rourke, and somebody online was like, all these people just throwing their money to celebrities. Like, let celebrities throw money at celebrities, because if you were sick, is that celebrity going to throw money at you?
No.
Which I thought about, which is probably not the way to look at being charitable. But it did give me pause. So, no, I did not give any money to the James Vanderbeek
GoFundMe.
Meanwhile,
they've raised for James Vanderbeek's family
almost $3 million.
It's $2.7 million.
They were going for $500,000, I think it was.
I don't know. It says of $1.5 million, so they were originally going for.
It was, I think, like $500,000, and then they raised it up, and then it just keeps surpassing it.
Yeah.
But like people have given, some famous people have given like $50,000, but like that, $50,000 anonymous. That was probably Spielberg. I mean, other people have. Who gave $50? Some fucking fan gave $50.
Oh my God.
Look, if you want to give your money to James Vanderbeek, do it.
Wow.
Anyway,
His wife's name is Kimberly.
fucking recycling. I can't. It doesn't matter what fucking time of day we do this. We change the time. It's not the same time every week. And the goddamn recycling. We're getting off of Fridays. You're going to start scheduling around this. And you wonder why I have the rage. Because I can't with the fucking recycling bins and the trash trucks.
There's so much rage.
So much rage.
I found
What
a
did you
card-
send me yesterday?
I found a card that I absolutely love. You guys that know me know
Did you buy
I
it for
love.
me so I can
I
frame
did.
it and put it
I
it
bought-
out in my house? I'm putting it in the house.
I buy snarky cards and I send them. And I don't just waste them. Like, they get mailed to people. I save them. This is what I'm starting to do. I saw somebody do this, and I think it's brilliant. they frame the cards. Like
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
framed my
frame this
Grinch
one.
middle finger one for Christmas. This is the
This is
card.
superb. This is absolutely
It
superb.
it says rage consumes me.
And it's a fucking lamb.
It's a
For
little
those of you that are
lamb.
listening and not watching,
It's
it's
a
fucking
little lamb, like
Like a
vintage
little Easter card.
Yeah, like vintage like lamb. Think vintage like books and things back in like, you know, the 1930s. It's that fluffy little lamb. Rage consumes me. And it does. I saw that and thought of Megan immediately.
But it's little things.
I think
it's
that's-
stupid shit.
That's going to be a late
That
birthday gift
driving
for you.
by is loud and it consumes me with rage. Buying outfits for Gladys and Gertrude, and then you know the rollers are 2 different sizes. It consumes me with rage.
But that shouldn't.
Their coffee cups being 2 different sizes. Why?
Well, they
their
can't-
robes fit the
They
same.
can't be
I
samesies.
can't
They
turn my
can't
head.
be samesies.
Well, they might be in these for a while because I'm feeling this right now.
They,
I've not been sleeping well.
well, that is a small cup.
This is it's ridiculous, right? I
Well,
can't even rip
she
it
was
out of
having
her little
she
hand.
was having a
Well, I have Easter outfits for them, so that's next. Maybe I don't know if I have St. Patrick's Day. I
I'm
don't
thinking
remember.
we should rename this
We need
from the Small Talk Queens to Rage.
Raging Queens. That has a different connotation, I think. It has a different connotation. Speaking of that,
Rage.
speaking of Raging Queens.
Oh.
So last night, and I mean no offense by this. If you know, I mean no offense. But so Johnny Weir last night, I love him. So they're showing him, you know, at the Olympics, and he has Tara has her you know red carpet dress. She's always in like a red carpet dress. So last night it was all like gold and like you know whatever, like bedazzled. It was a cool dress. Johnny's outfits usually I love because he's very like classic yet trendy. Like
Right.
Like I can't I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but I was not digging his jacket with the one side gold like feathers or something.
I did not see
I
it.
was they didn't show it at all.
Well, no, not while
Oh,
I was
my
watching.
God.
Not while I was
Well,
watching.
Google it.
I am going to Google it. I do love him. I'm a little
love
disappointed
him.
in the announcing this year.
So we gotta wrap up. We're at an hour 15. Okay, so rest in peace to the famous people that died.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Prayers and all the positive vibes going out to our friend that recently had the stroke. We are thinking of you. And please, when I say stroke out, I do not mean to offend. It's something that's in my vocabulary that I probably cannot break myself from.
Right.
But I'll try. Something else. And so I have 3 friends right now that are one starting treatment for prostate cancer and 2 that are dealing with treatment for breast cancer. So I guess we're of that age now where this shit starts to happen.
Yeah.
And so our dad had I'm gonna tell his business. I
Oh
guess
my
does it matter? Should I
God.
not tell him?
I wouldn't tell.
Dad had some shit done yesterday to his heart. He's fine. So for those of you that knew about it,
He's fine.
he's doing good.
Thank God he's fine.
I think he was a little hopped up on his meds when I talked to him yesterday because he was awfully cheery. Although
Well,
as
that's
Mom
because
pointed
Mom
out-
said he had 4 cups of coffee.
Right, so Mom said, oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Hang on. So he's not allowed to lift more than 10 pounds.
Right.
So his big concern was talking to the doctor. He needs to be able to carry the bird seed from the fucking shed to fill the fucking bird feeders. And I was like, these fucking bird feeders. I said, again, you're going to bring it into the house. You're going to open the screen door and toss a fucking handful or 2 out into the yard, and the birds will eat it.
Oh, no, because you know why he doesn't want it in the fucking yard? Because if they don't get it, then he has like random sunflowers growing up in the yard.
So God forbid. So he's on about this with the fucking birds. I said, you know what? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to shoot every last one of those fucking birds out of the backyard.
Wow. Talk about rage and hostilities. You said that to him? What did he say?
Joe just looked at me.
And Dad often says, Megan's not right. Megan's not right.
Dad, Joe just looked at me. He's like, wow. And then later I was making dinner. He's like, I'm just shooting every fucking one of those birds in the backyard. I was like, look, God damn it. Like,
Poor Dad.
there's so much concern over the goddamn bird seed and the bird feeders. Like, how about you just rest and don't worry about
Well,
picking
because
up.
the birds are used to it and they don't
God
have
damn
it. And then
They're fine. They're fine. It'll be fine.
and they got all this snow in there. They're not
Jesus
digging any worms
Christ.
or anything out.
They'll dig it. They'll be fine. I mean, look.
I mean, he had this. He had the
neck.
guy that plows
Fuck.
shovel past all the bird.
It's like a
feeders.
maze in the backyard. It's all the fucking, to the soot feeder, to the tree, to this bird feeder, to that bird feeder. It's like, goddamn.
Dad should just be concerned about this
Fucking bird sanctuary
suet
in the
feeders
backyard.
because they're light.
But then they get angry, though, because they only want certain birds to have the food. They don't want some of the birds, because some of the birds are aggressive. They don't want those. I can't. Anyway, okay.
And he
look.
likes to watch the bald eagles that land.
You know what? I know that we're past time, but wait, I have one more thing, because I just glanced down at my notes. My fucking neck. I gotta call PT Joe. One more thing. 2 more things real quick. First of all, the skating. Did you see the woman that skated to the Jaws theme song?
No, I missed
So
that.
that, because she was like way, like number 21 or some shit.
I missed that.
Right, and that's the shit you're missing when you watch it in prime time. They're only showing the top fucking 5 or whatever.
Right, because they have other things to fit
Well, the
in.
one that did Jaws was fucking awesome, right? She was an
Jaws.
Italian skater. And the one I was talking about, the
Donut.
woman, the Canadian woman, she was in The Pairs. She's 42 years old. She's the oldest skater to come back. She had a comeback.
Wow.
Excuse me. Yeah, she did well. She fell the one time, but then did well. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay. So for those of you, so this is the shit that's on during the day, is like Snoop Dogg and Martha. And I have to wonder if they're really friends in real life. Like, what the fuck do they have in common? Or do they just come together for the show, like for the shows, for the whatever,
For the publicity.
Publicity?
I think they're friends. I think that they met in prison. I think that they talk shop, meaning
They
they're
did not
both
meet in prison.
Well, they were both
men's,
in
women's
prison.
men's
Okay,
and women's
whatever.
prisons are
Well,
separate.
they have that to bond over. I think that,
I'm like a prison, like, whatchamacallit
Connoisseur?
now? Connoisseur, yeah.
I think that they talk business because they're both, obviously they have their
well,
own
how
empires.
about this? They went to a Michelin restaurant in fucking Milan.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was embarrassing. Martha should have been embarrassed. Snoop Dogg should have been embarrassed. And as an American, I was embarrassed.
I did not see this.
Luckily, it was just the two of them in there filming. And I'd like to think, so Snoop Dogg is not as refined as Martha Stewart.
Well, maybe it was for show, too.
I'd like to think that it was for show, because if not, it was fucking horrifying. Fucking horrifying. So she's explaining things to him, and he's like, well, I'll take the caviar. So she hands him the caviar. He hands her the caviar. He eats the caviar. I'm thinking, I'd love to have the caviar. So he starts to cut his spaghetti, and she's like, no. You twist it, right? So he's cutting it, whatever. Then I guess he really wanted, he didn't want all the fancy Michelin food.
Right.
He wanted spaghetti and meatballs,
Right.
which was prepared for him with a side bowl of cheddar cheese. Who the fuck put cheddar cheese in the meatballs? There's a little bowl.
Wow.
And it has the little spoon. He reaches over with his fucking bare hand in the Michelin fucking restaurant.
No, this was done for stunts. This was done
Grabs
for shits
it
and giggles.
and drops it onto his plate, and it's all over the table.
No, this was done for shits
And the
and
fucking
giggles.
chef probably ready to stroke the fuck out.
He knows better. I mean, there are a lot
Does
of
he,
things.
though?
I
Does he?
absolutely think that Snoop knows better.
Well,
Absolutely.
Look, that video, Joe and I were both like,
it's horrifying, but
fuck.
I absolutely...
And I'm not the most fucking refined person in the world.
Oh, I'm
right?
not.
I mean, when the spoon is in the bowl, I don't care if I'm in a bar. You don't take your hand to the cheese. In my own house, you want some cheese on that? I open the bag of shredded cheese and I put some on Joe's dish and my dish, and we're done. I'm not preparing it for other people.
No, I really think he did
In
it
a
for
bowl
show.
with a spoon, you just bare hands all over the fucking table.
Oh.
We're both like, what?
No, he
the
knows
fuck?
better. He knows better. He knows
Do you
better.
think?
Absolutely.
I would hope. I was horrified.
He absolutely
Gave it a
knows
rage.
better.
Oh.
That was for show. Absolutely, he knows better. He has enough.
Let's
He's
hope.
been in the business long enough that he knows not to do that out, at least in public. Your own home, stick your hand in the
But
bag.
if you're not enjoying the artistic Michelin style foods, you're not going to those places.
I would probably bet that this was not the first Michelin star restaurant that Snoop has been
Well,
to.
he sure fucking acted like it. How about that?
Again, I think it's for show. But this,
Well.
I would bet you this is not not his first rodeo at a fine restaurant.
Well, then he should also be embarrassed that he's being schooled by Martha Stewart for show. If you know what to do, act like you know what to do, so that she's not schooling you in the
Right, but
restaurant.
that's kind of Martha's thing, like the etiquette and eating and preparing food and decorating.
She was nice
and all
about
that.
it, though. She was
Yeah.
nice about it.
And she's 84. Fuck.
Well, so she's fucking airbrushed in magazines. God damn it. She looks good, but she's in magazines. She looks way different than she looked yesterday at the Olympics. She's airbrushed in the magazines.
I don't care. 84 years old. She
looks
still
good.
got it going on. I mean, I can barely remember what I had yesterday for lunch, let alone, 84.
Right?
She's.
What did I do 2 hours ago? When did I piss last? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Speaking of old, so last week we said you wondered if Grandma would have watched this, if Polly would have watched this.
Yeah.
And Aunt Bonnie said that she probably would have, and then that she would have called Aunt Bonnie and said, "I can't believe their mouths. I can't believe the
She would
language
have
on
called
those two."
mom and been like, "You need
Well,
to.
also
What are your daughters doing?"
Well, that too, but I mean, Aunt Bonnie's the one that responded. Mom didn't respond,
Right,
so I'm going
right.
with what Aunt Bonnie
Mom,
said.
Mom didn't see it.
So that, and then would have kept watching, but would have had to say something with their language.
Yeah.
And what else did she say? Oh, Aunt Bonnie said, when we're unsure of something, we should like phone a friend, kind of thing. Like she said, have Kelly call from her phone,
Right, but not
and she can
everybody-
answer it.
But we could call, but we could go through like a list of 10 people because we don't. Not everybody's home right when we want to.
No, like we're specifically asking a question, like, will Grandma watch? Aunt Bonnie tell us, Mom tell us, phone a friend.
We should do that. Phone a friend.
If you ever get a phone call from us in the middle of the
Random.
day, random, look, anybody, but it's quite possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're phoning you to be on the air.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself.
It's gonna be like Who's a Millionaire, but you're not winning any money. You know they had.
I want to be a millionaire.
Want to be whatever.
Phone a friend. Yeah. Okay.
We gotta go.
I gotta go. I can't keep looking at you. We have to switch sides next week, and my neck's not better. I can't.
Look, we have not matching sweaters, but we both look like we should be on the slopes.
So I just took the tag off of this.
We should be on the slopes. I love this
The
sweater.
other day,
by the way.
you have it. I was kind of hoping you would think to wear it, and I was in a hurry.
We just wore it.
I didn't wear I just took the tag off. I haven't worn this yet.
Oh well, I wore it. Oh, it was the
Did I
other
wear
matching sweater.
Or maybe I didn't have the tag.
I think
still
we
on.
did.
Oh fuck me! I've not repeated outfits on the show. I go back and look to make sure.
Now
I
you
repeat
did.
Sons of bitches.
Hey, I'll repeat.
Are you sure?
And you know what? I'll tell you right now. You can
Fuck
come to
me.
you can come to my house 3 days in a row, and I probably have the same fucking clothes on.
Well, laying around the house, I do. Yeah.
I shower. I put deodorant on. If it smells, I don't wear it. But
Speaking of wait, I swear to God, we're gonna wrap this up. So the other night we're watching the couples dancing, right? And first of all, like the woman's like spread eagle above his head, and like this, the camera's like right at her crotch, right? And then she spins around, like her crotch is like in his face. And I said to Joe, and this is why Lumi was invented. Forget just your average everyday woman. Think about the days before Lumi was invented, and that woman has that polyester leotard on, and her fucking crotch is in his face. Ooh,
wait, and then we will go. But this reminds me of something that I saw
we can't
yesterday.
end it on crotch steak.
And then, we're going to end it on almost the same thing. This was on the news.
God.
And I saw it in the newspaper. So somebody at some university, some research place, did a study. And they put in your pants, in your underwear, some kind of a smart device to see how often people farted.
Oh, I saw about that. Yes, I was reading about that.
I'm just giving, I didn't give you the details. I don't really know them, but they put it in the underwear to see how much
do we need to know?
flatulence.
I eat like pop 2 gas eggs before I leave the house or have people over.
And the outcome of it was I didn't get the whole thing. They only focused on a
lot of
funny
fiber.
part. The funny part was that they said that people have fart. They actually said fart more than they think they do. Thank you. I don't need that in my underwear.
We're gonna close on that. We're gonna close on like
Look
the
it
fucking,
up. It was in the underwear.
we're gonna close on farting.
A legit study. Everybody farts sometimes.
Yeah, there's Walter the Farting Dog book I used to read to my kids.
You gave it to Sean.
Excuse me, when he farts. Stop banging your ring. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Have a great week.
Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Thanks
Bye.
for tuning in.
Bye.